Welcome to the Evening Gamer. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Guy. Welcome, everybody.
It's fucking almost Christmas.
And it's fucking hot.
It is very warm, especially in our soundproofed
studio.
Non-aircon
studio. Well, this is what it's living like in Australia. This is life.
I sleep at work.
Yeah, wow. Sleep on your desk.
Here.
It's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Australian summer is rough.
I am just a sweaty boy.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what? I don't actually really like going into the office, but days like today I do.
Yeah, because you're not paying for the air conditioning.
And, well, that.
Take that, capitalist dogs.
To it as well.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we're back again.
And we didn't really make much of a song and dance about episode 30. You know, we should have popped some non-alcoholic champagne for you or something.
I'm partial to a wine.
True,
now.
you're back on the horse.
I don't know if I'm back on the horse,
Welcome
mate.
back, Taylor.
If what I was doing before was a horse, I'm riding a fucking llama at this point. It's very different change of pace.
I'm so confused by that.
Is it? A donkey? What's a better...
Okay, you slowed down.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
I follow now. Yeah, donkey was the key, yeah. We're also
I feel like
filming...
a llama would be much slower than a donkey.
I don't know. Llamas feel pretty quick.
Do you reckon the old alpaca's quicker than a donkey?
I reckon it might be.
What?
Should we bet on this? We'll Google it afterwards.
Do we do a little cheeky wager?
We have been filming these, and with filming them, you know, do check us out on Instagram because sometimes we'll put some clips up now. Lo and behold, there they are.
Yeah.
And we did get a write-in.
We did.
We
Benny
actually
boy.
got two. I didn't tell you about one of them.
Oh.
Somebody...
That's how partnership works.
Yeah, exactly. I know. We're really, really double-headed dragon.
To be fair, the business name or the pod name is The Evening Gamer.
It's singular. I know.
It's not plural.
It's not.
The
so I don't know what I'm
gamers.
doing here, really. I'm the ring-in.
Imagine if I was just mental and you're a figment of my imagination up until this point.
I've wondered that in the past.
I'm just in a stray jacket in a room somewhere.
No, I reckon
gaming,
I'm a
just rocking
figment
back and
to
forth.
both you and Carl's imagination.
You're just our fucking Zelda fairy. Hey, listen.
I'm the little like thingy.
Oh,
One of the write-ins I had was somebody criticizing about my white socks when we last filmed. And posted on the Instagram.
Wow.
They literally like, I reckon you have a drawer full of white socks, you boomer. And I thought,
Wow.
yeah, that
What, to the gaming Instagram?
nah, it would not. Yeah, so yeah, sort of.
Did they source your personal Instagram?
Well, not only were they right about my drawer being full of white
Who
ankle
doesn't have
socks.
white socks?
I thought, didn't we come full circle and
Who's
they're now
this not?
okay?
Just have one pair of white socks, you stinky boy. Get
so
more pairs
it
of white
wasn't
socks.
like a write-in. This was feedback given, delivered in person. And you've met this individual, our sort of, one of our number one fans, Milky Pockets.
Oh, yeah.
And Milky Pockets is what I call him. And I think it's good I give him the nickname so we're not outing his name on the pod. But the reason why we call him Milky Pockets, and he's throwing shade where he really shouldn't, is when he first started working, he told us that his last workplace, he used to take home all the expired milk from work. So
why did he include the expired
Well,
part
I
of
think
that? Had he just said, I take home all the leftover milk, I'd be like, you know
that's
what?
what he
smart.
said. I think that's what he said.
The expired part
Then we
really
asked,
puzzles me.
what if it's expired? And he said, yeah, that's fine too.
Who wants clumpy milk? Man?
Well, he thinks the expiration date is like a best before, that it's still kind of good afterwards, I think. Anyway, so he told us this, and we were like, how are you taking it home? Are you just going into the kitchen and dropping liters into your bag? And we're like, nah, what he's probably doing is just pouring it into his pockets and like slushing out after he finishes. So he became Milky Pockets, and he has not lost that nickname at
He's
work
got
now.
plastic bags lined in his pockets.
Yeah, that was the thought, sort of like a festival head kind of thing. But the other write-in we had was from my brother from another mother, and I sort of, I don't know, many episodes
Benny boy.
ago.
Don't say last
I'm not
names.
saying his last name, but we have similar-ish names, which is why I call him that. And it was a really nice write-in. He was sort of talking about when he was off, because I was off work for a period of time and sunk my teeth into Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
He was doing God of War, and he had kind of his injuries coincided with when those games came out. So he really went hard at it. And both those games, I also tried to 100% both of them, and I think we haven't reviewed them on them because obviously they've been out for a while. I have played
I
them.
think God of War would still get a lot of listens, man. Like, and that's
we
something that I'd
absolutely
like to
could. Maybe
review.
when we do maybe when the third one comes out, because there is talk of them finishing off that trilogy, which maybe is probably 2-3 years away. Who knows? But those two that have come out already are. I know Kyle's played one of them, and you should probably play it now. You got the PC, you could do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Just fantastic.
Yeah.
Some of the best gaming that you could possibly do. If we were to put them through our categories, they'd be faultless.
Yeah.
And you know what they both are? Sony exclusives.
I'm not doing this again.
Following on from last week's episode.
I filled an essay on Sony fucking last
Yeah, you were
episode.
really popping off on them. Those,
I
your
mean,
swear jar got a good run.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Don't get me
we're not
started.
doing it.
This is don't get me started media, because
True.
I'll be in a courtroom soon if I keep going against Sony.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You wouldn't really
Or I'll
last
be like
very
the
long.
ambassador for every other platform.
I just think you're fighting already a lost war.
I'm
Like,
not fighting anything.
Well, okay. You're complaining about
I'm
what
the
is
flag
already
holder at the wall.
a finished,
I'm simply
a finished
spectating.
Deal.
Very much aligned
You are
with
Matt Damon on the Chinese wall. Have you seen that movie?
No, I actually haven't.
Matt Damon did a movie where he's a ponytail and he's on the what are they?
Oh, no. Someone told me it was awful movie,
It was
so I didn't go.
atrocious. Yeah.
Speaking of movies.
Yes. So Gladiator 2, I've seen it, and we're going to cut in some audio here of my review of Gladiator 2, brought to you by Maximus, 1.5 health star. Please give us a sponsorship.
They don't sponsor us. We just want them to.
We just want them to. But Maximus Aurelius. Anyway, here's my review of Gladiator 2. I hope you enjoy it as much as I hated the fucking movie.
Actually not that bad for you.
It's got 1.5 stars.
Oh, all right. I'm looking at the macros. They're all right. Anyway,
Anyway.
do you want to segue us into this?
No, we already have.
well,
Here it is.
Here.
If I didn't pay through the nose to go see Gladiator at the cinemas just the
Oh,
other day,
yeah.
I would have walked out after 10, 15 minutes. I was so disappointed in that movie. By the end, I was just shaking my head. It was almost like, because I loved the first one. Me, Ollie, and the missus watched Gladiator 1 just before the night, and then the next day we went and watched Gladiator 2.
Smart, because it's been a big spell.
It's been a while, I've probably rewatched it a few times over the years, and I was joking to Ollie and the missus that back at high school, my ancient history teacher used to put on movies as educational, and I
Just
think
when they were
about
hungover on a
how much
Thursday,
the
really.
school fees were, to how much did my parents pay to have me watch a fucking movie in class. Rocks my brain.
Especially if it's Gladiator.
Yeah, well, exactly.
I mean,
great film though.
Great film.
Worth it.
Great acting.
Worth it. I would have paid triple
Not
to
sure
watch
what the
that
key
movie.
takeaways are, though.
So, that first movie was just fantastic,
Yeah.
for so many reasons. It's one of those movies where, if you put it on, you wouldn't watch it as a background movie. You put your phone down. You'd be, I'm too engrossed. I'm too interested. This is so intriguing. Every moment, the way they set the characters up, the motivation, it's a perfect cinema sort of experience in my mind.
Yeah, we spoke about this as well. It's like the prodigal son kind of journey. Loses everything,
Yeah.
family dies, has to come back to
Fantastic.
the... Yeah, it's a great storyline.
Gladiator 2 is, what they've done is they've done the first movie again, almost verbatim. The
Yeah.
story beats are almost identical.
It's the first biggest mistake.
It's a tie straight in from the first one. No character has learned any lesson from the first one. They make the exact same mistakes, and literal sequences you could go, that's from the first one, almost identical. Pedro Pascal's character
Is it Pedro
exactly-
Pascal?
Pedro Pascal
Yeah, it
is Russell Crowe's character from the first one. It's not the same guy, but it's the exact same thing that happens to him that it does to Russell Crowe.
So it's just a Gladiator 1 circle jerk, really.
It's insane. So the cinematography, fantastic. The sets, everything else. The action sequences are kind of okay. They're cool, but not as cool as the first one. And they have this whole on sea fight sequence, and there's sharks in the water, and you're like, okay,
Seems familiar.
Well, not familiar. I mean, sharks in the Colosseum was always,
Maybe I'm thinking of Austin
questionable.
Powers.
I don't know.
Sharks with lasers.
Well, yeah, it just was a little bit peculiar, but I don't know. It was a copy paste of a lot of the characters. The story beats are terrible. It really kind of almost undoes the quality of the first one. So I walked out and I basically was here's my version of what they should have done in the second one.
Hit me.
So I don't want to ruin it though. Like, and this is going to be hard not to ruin it.
I mean, if it's a carbon copy of the first one, everyone knows then.
Well, yeah, it is for the most part with very minor sort of tweaks here and there along the way. So it's like the way I described it was almost like they got all the story parts they wanted, and then with a kaleidoscope, they just kind of shuffled it around 1 degree. So it's like, okay, these events that kind of occurred in the first one now kind of occur to other people. Like, it's weird. It's almost like they didn't give the fans. Sometimes it's like, give the fans what they want. We've talked about this before of like, why you try and be different. It's like they've kind of gone 2 ways with this. They've tried to appease the fans by doing a similar thing to the first one because it worked.
It never works.
Like
though.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Star Wars is probably a pin-up for this of the third trilogy just being dog shit because they just recreated the first ones all over
When
again.
you say third trilogy, you're talking Rogue
the most
One.
The most recent one. No, Rogue One was good.
But that was part of the third trilogy.
No,
wasn't it?
that was a separate. That was a standalone.
Oh, okay.
There was like the most recent ones with Daisy Ridley.
I haven't even seen them, I don't think.
Terrible. Fucking just terrible. So anyway, yeah. So like, I think they just went in between 2 minds of paying the fan service and trying to do something a little bit different, and they didn't go the right way. So the kid, right, in the first one, Russell Crowe dies at the end to make sure the boy's safe.
Yeah.
And basically says, the Caesar was going to give power back to the Senate, transition to it.
Yeah.
And he tells the general, that was his dying wish. It was like, this is what they want to have happen. Straight away, the second movie, the kid is told he's not safe. So him dying was kind of for nothing.
So they've just cut They've cut the first one at the knees.
Basically, yeah, just kind of taken the whole kind of point out of it. The kid then has to go away, is sent away, and then has the same journey as Russell Crowe.
Why
where
try
he
and
becomes a guy in the army and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and then kind of finds his way back, gets captured, same as Russell Crowe, and there he is. So it's very similar sort of stuff, but like, the way the other gladiators, because obviously at some point he gains their respect, and the way he gains their respect is not because he's a good fighter, because he's not really. Like, he beats a fucking monkey in a fight, and then all these gladiators are doing
Like an actual monkey?
An actual monkey. They put monkeys in the fight, yeah. And all the other gladiators
they're
are
running
like,
low on animals in Rome.
well, all these
the
guys
lions are fucking dead.
These gladiators are like making monkey noises at him, and he thinks it's all like funny. And then there's another thing where he's like rowing a fake boat or something.
A fake boat?
A fake boat in like the training yard, and he does it longer than a lot of other people. And from that, you're like, and now everyone's willing to die for you. That's it. Not because you're Maximus fucking Aurelius. You're just some dude who's rocked up, kind of won a half fight, maybe not that good. Like, it's just, it's so weird the way that they do the motivations in this movie.
I don't get it. Why try and revive a storyline that basically ended well?
But this is the thing. What I would have done is like, have the boy, if you want to continue the storyline of the boy, fine. Have the second movie start with the Senate being like, the boy has to die. That's
make
the first.
the boy the new gladiator.
Well, yeah, exactly. So
Look at us.
I know.
Put us in the
put
fucking
Put
writers'
us in
room.
Hollywood. Fucking,
Honestly.
I'll knock it out of the park.
It's not that hard.
I know. It's really not that hard.
I feel like a billionaire. There's always a billionaire that funds these fucking movies and takes control of them. It's like, you know what I'd really fucking like to see?
But it's Ridley Scott.
Like the Jeff
he's got to
Bezos
have like
Bezos?
Jeff Bezos. Ridley Scott is a top tier director.
I know,
and
he
a lot of his
is.
movies are so good. Like, you could really like one of the top directors going around, and you just wonder like, why this? What happened? Did you just rush it at the end and just go like, it's good enough? Like, are you gonna do a director's cut where you fill
Should
it
break
out
even.
more?
I've done my job.
Yeah, like
Stupid.
it's really like undercooked movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, they should have done the kid. The kid, ends up in the pits, spends his whole life as a gladiator. So he grows up in the pits his whole life, and that's how he's got the respect of everybody else. And instead of, it's now 2 emperors who play the version of whatever the bad guy actor was in the first one.
I can't remember.
It's coming to me. The Joker dude.
Joaquin.
yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. He was in the bad guy in the
I
first
thought it
one.
actually was, but yeah.
So they get 2 more emperors into it, and the 2 emperors, you're looking at them and you're like, you've done nothing to make me hate you beyond just being weird dudes.
Whereas Joaquin's character
Joaquin murdered his father, smothered him. Like,
and
you're
he
like,
was so good at the thumbs down thing. Like they put a lot of
I don't know, man. Like,
I'm not going to see that. Like that.
I mean, it's worth seeing just out of a curiosity of seeing a top movie, coming out this year and the amount of money they put behind it. But maybe wait till you can watch it on television, DVD sort of thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Really subpar.
Get it on Blu-ray.
Really subpar.
Whatever the cheapest route is.
What is the cheapest route, Guy?
The cheapest route to see Gladiator 2 would be fucking going to...
Does Blu-ray even exist still?
Yeah, it's still popping.
Remember when it was like you used to watch movies in 1080? And then
1080p,
then HD was the big thing, and then 4K. Do you
Yeah.
remember Blu-ray came in and it was like, Blu-ray's the new thing?
Yeah.
Blu-ray lasted like 6 fucking months.
I think, it lasted longer than that, but I know what you mean. Like, technology moved pretty quick. I mean, VHS was around for a fucking while.
That's the OG.
I mean,
I had
now,
the Jungle Book on VHS.
But I mean, it's crazy to
I had
think.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off on the VHS, mate.
Now everything's streaming. Nothing is by disc anymore, apart from fucking video games.
What's his
sometimes,
name?
but even then.
Pete Dickhead, stand-up comedian, dated Ariana Grande.
Pete Davidson?
That's the guy. Didn't you tell me he bought all these VHS things and now he's selling them at a fucking huge premium?
Yeah, I think that was him.
I was talking to you about this today of like potentially selling my Apex account.
You did, yeah.
And also selling my Clash of Clans account. If you're a gamer.
Oh, that's what COC stands for. I wasn't following.
Yeah, the old cock, COC,
Yeah,
Clash of Clans.
Clash of Clans, yes.
Dun, 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 that one.
Yeah, right.
There's actually some money to be made. If you've been gaming a while or you have old gaming equipment, 64, some of those old games, maybe some games from like original Game Boy Color, you can sell them for some dosh.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start, to be honest. Like, I'd be fearful that I'd give them my account and then somehow they'd hack my email address because, I don't know.
They'd probably try.
Probably.
It would be milk pockets.
It would.
He's coming for you after this throw.
Expired.
After this fucking shout out.
He'll probably love the shout out. He'll be chuckling to himself the whole way home.
But today's a review episode.
Yes. What are we
you
reviewing?
You spoke about Gladiator for about 4 blue moons. So...
Well, this is a back catalogue one, and I feel like a lot of people know this one, so I don't think we have to do it like a full-on fuck-off review.
I feel like the podcast is time traveling.
Yeah, we're jumping around a little bit tonight.
Anyway, today is all Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Because it's the latest one, right? Do you want me to hook on into this? Bethesda.
Yes.
Came out 2020.
Yes.
That's really all I got to say about it for now. Now we can review the
whole
thing.
The review is out of 10.
Intros aren't my strong point, guy.
Okay.
You know what?
That's your intro. Bethesda game.
Bethesda 2020.
And the year. Okay, how many units did it sell? What was the general consensus on
That's
launch?
your job. All I can tell you is it went really well.
Shut up, guy.
You know what I thought I'd do for this is I thought I'd do a bit of because I got into Doom in 2016.
Yes.
Because I felt like that game had a lot of clout. Like it had modern day marketing behind it, that 2016 game.
And also because of the nostalgia,
that's the
everybody
thing.
grew up playing those games when it was,
I'm sure I had heard of Doom before that, but I couldn't remember it.
Right.
So when I saw the Doom 2016, I thought that was an original. And to be fair, it wasn't an original, but it is very much a spin-off of the OG that came out in 1993.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a whole new coat of paint. It's a modernizing of those games. The only similarities is obviously Doom Guy versing demons, that beyond that. And also, I guess, the kind of game it is. It's not like Doom did the OG stuff where it was in corridors, just shooting bullets. There's no ducking, there's no cover, there's no jumping, there's none of that. It's simple.
Yeah, they did like 90s gaming, arcade gaming.
Shoot, then pop back in. And all the
like
corridors,
all
the corridors are like squared out, like, that weird like block kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's weird. But then obviously the new ones totally refresh the whole thing of it.
But get this. And I don't think a lot of modern day gamers would know this. The Doom franchise has 9 games.
Yeah,
dating back to 1993, my birth year.
That sounds about right.
1993, Doom, the original. 94, Doom 2. 96, Final Doom. Then a 64 one in 97. Doom 3 and Doom 3 Resurrection 0405. Doom BFG 2012. And then the Dooms as we know them, modern day rendition of 2016, which was the introduction of the Doom Slayer from Doom Guy, and Doom Eternal, which is what we're reviewing today. But I thought like it'd be helpful to do that because this is a bit of a beast of a franchise.
Oh yeah,
this has been around since console gaming kicked off.
Yeah. Now
the base storyline for all the Dooms games is there's a organization called the Union Aerospace Corporation. In the originals in 93, were experimenting with portal travel, fucked it up a whole heap, and opened a portal to hell on Mars.
Nice.
Like, that's really what happens.
That's it, yeah.
Now, the Doom guy originally was actually meant to be the son of Commander Keen, which was a game by Bethesda in 92, and the great-grandson of William Blazkowicz, which was the Wolfenstein guy.
Right, okay.
So he's meant to be a follow-on character because he's a space marine.
Right.
Anyway, Doom Eternal. Let's start with the storyline. I've kind of just covered it off.
Yeah. So what's your rating on
Outside of it, it's pretty thin, I would say. Like, it's a pretty basic idea. We were talking about this. No one else has really done it. Like, you can go, when you make a game, you can make them about zombies, aliens, all these types of things. I feel like no one else has done the demon thing, except for maybe Remnant. Like, I can't really name off the top of my head another notable game that's done the whole Demon Slayer
there's
thing.
got to be some that are demon
But see, off the top of your head, right, Doom kind of owns that space.
Yeah, maybe not in the way that Doom does it, but I'm sure, like, I mean, a Diablo, they got demons. Like, but it's just, obviously that's not the top-down kind of thing.
But look, storyline, plot, relatively thin, but still really good. Done well. I mean, something works, why change it? 7.5.
Okay, well, so with you've given this the pre-context of like the background story of it. So throughout the course of the Doom Eternal game, what's his goal? What's he doing? What's the point of him going? Is it close portals, kill demons, just to save the Earth?
He's got to go all the way into the depths of hell and kill a huge demon.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
And that kind of,
Dante's Inferno.
like that demon dying closes the portal, essentially.
All right, okay, cool. Nice.
And obviously it is very much the Inferno. It does very much follow that kind of outlook on it, which is like and even the originals did, you've got to go through the levels of hell. Like that's very much what Doom is like.
Okay.
And they get worse and hotter and harder as, the deeper that you go.
Okay.
But also the more powerful you get as well.
Cool.
7.5 storyline. Field mechanics. This is such a fun game to play from a movement perspective. And also, whether you play on M&K or you play on controller, is so fluid and so smooth and actually encapsulates a lot of different combat types, which I have discovered is a really important part of how I enjoy games.
Yeah.
And like when we reviewed Wukong, one thing I kept saying was that there's not many different combat types. Like there's very few from distance in that game. It's all very close combat. Doom, the add-ons that you get to your abilities, the add-ons that you get to your weapons allow you to close distance fast. They allow you to use things like freeze and other effects like fire. This game also revolutionized how resourceful you can be in the game. So you have a chainsaw. When you run out of ammo, if you chainsaw someone,
you get more ammo.
You get more ammo.
Nice.
When you run out of health, if you use your flamethrower and kill that person, you get health. Right. So it's not like you run around the map and you look for these resources. It's up to you as the game to be diverse and adapt to the situation.
And it forces you to take on more challenges because if you're out of ammo, I need more ammo, I've got to kill more people.
Yeah. And it also means that if you do run out of ammo, and you're really far into a fight and you're right next to the next checkpoint, you actually don't have to give up because there's no ammo left. It's like you can actually just run around wasting your time, find a new enemy, like really kind of keep yourself in it.
It's a genius mechanism because it also then means that there isn't one gun that you do the whole game with.
Exactly.
Because you run out and then you have to kill somebody to get ammo, and that is the ammo randomized on the drop?
It
so
is.
You might get weird ammo for a gun that you don't prefer to play.
It is randomized. Obviously, your more common gun types, like let's say, for example, like your machine gun ammo will drop more often than like a rocket launcher ammo.
Okay.
Right? But no, it's pretty diverse. It's pretty sparse.
All right.
But also you have a weapon wheel as well.
Yeah.
So like you can change weapon, which is something I love. And we talked about how GTA brought this into gaming. I love the weapon wheel. It means that I don't have to, like I feel like sometimes with Elden Ring and Souls games like this, you choose your build, you choose your weapon, you go into the fight and that's it. You got to finish that fight, finish that level with that build.
Yeah.
I actually like the weapon wheel because it's like, what do I need right now?
Yeah.
And you can just mix it up. There's so much variety in this game. The combat types are so great. The add-ons to guns are so good. Like fluidity, mechanics and feel is flawless in Doom Eternal. I gave it a 10. I could not take off points anywhere. And it makes it so fun. And actually it's a perfect pivot, what I'm going to say next, into challenge and entertainment. The entertainment is there. Because no matter what difficulty you play it on, the playthrough through this game is incredibly entertaining. There's a lot of different enemy builds. Yeah. There's a lot of different weapons. The cutscenes are so fun to watch.
Yeah.
There's this one weapon, and I mentioned it earlier on when we did a questions from a heart. What's your favorite
The BFG
and I think
or whatever it was.
No, the BFG was one of them, but I think it was the Crucible sword.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Where you get it late in this game, and this is what I love about Doom is that you pull this sword out of this pit of lava, and it's clearly like a fucking weapon. You can tell.
Yeah.
And what I love about Doom is the game goes, hey, here's an easy level. Go and have fun with this thing, and it drops you into like this pit of just like level 1 demons.
Right.
And it's got ammo for this gun all over the map. And you just go around
Just
for
go
10 minutes
down.
just warming up with this
Love
gun,
it.
slashing everyone around.
Love it.
And like, so that when I think about entertainment factor, like that's a huge
That'd be up
part
there,
of it.
yeah.
Like where's the variety?
Yeah.
How's it given to me? What cadence is it rolled out in?
I have been eyeing up Wolfenstein because a lot of people rave about the cutscenes in that being really good. And obviously Bethesda as well. So I'm not surprised the cutscenes are good. So challenge and entertainment.
10.
10.
Because
Oof.
like, I mean, look, when I played this game, I played it, so there's 5 different difficulty levels. You got like, let's just say easy, medium, hard. But
Yeah.
then it's like, it's got an insane, and then it's got like an inferno. I played it on insane.
Yeah.
And there are some levels which I reckon I recorded them on my Twitch originally. I think one of them took me an hour and 10 minutes.
Oof.
Because that's what the game is. If you
Yeah.
have the movement and
You
you
can
know
survive.
when to use your flamethrower and when to re-ammo, if you take your time, you can slowly chew off. It's kind of like zombies in COD. It's like you run, you shoot. You run, you shoot. You can slowly chew. And I think that just is challenged through the roof. Like you
Yeah.
can kind of choose how you go about it. So that was flawless for me as well. Another
Fair.
pillar that was flawless. Character build and development. What I liked about Doom Eternal, which was significantly or noticeably different rather to Doom 2016, was you actually had a base hub, which was a big critique that I had of Doom 2016. You had nowhere really to go back to. In Doom Eternal, you have a huge spaceship.
Right.
You unlock different parts of that spaceship the further you progress through the game.
Yeah.
And you collect things along the way that help you unlock certain ammo types, certain
Weapons,
armor,
this,
certain weapons throughout that are stored within that spaceship.
Nice.
So like you can get like really cool OG helmets if you collect enough things out in the map. And that to me is character build. Also, Bethesda makes the best skill trees ever, man. Like, and they roll it out at such a good fucking cadence too. And they're so usable. Like, there's one where some of them are add-ons that you make to your guns. Some of them are abilities that you have in terms of how far away do you have to be to finish someone off. You know, when they're close to death, you can add like hooks to your guns so that you can like almost hook shot yourself towards an enemy. Like, just the character, when you start and when you finish, you're unrecognizable.
Gotcha.
Like there is clear progression of character. There is clear progression of build.
Yeah.
Go on, you got a question.
I do, but wait, what's your rating for it?
I gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, well, so to give a counter argument.
Go on.
So the character, the build sounds like it's got good variety of various different add-ons, attachments, different guns, all the rest of it. Does the Doom guy develop as a character throughout the course of the game? Does he start the game with, oh no, like, I've got to kill some demons, to the end being like, I'm a fucking boss? Because I feel like...
Well, it depends how deep you want to go for character development. Now, like this guy, he's made for a particular purpose and he does that. Yeah, he'll die on that hill.
Because I feel like this is probably the one area, like, probably storyline and character development. If I was to, as having dipped my toe into that world, I probably couldn't mark it too high, purely just on the basis of you're just the boss to kill demons, and at the end of the game you kill all the demons. Like at the end of the game,
I think strength of character of him is great. Like he's offered so many times.
He doesn't talk, does he?
No, but he's offered like by the, let's just call them the bad
demons
guys.
tempt him,
or like the fucking this aerospace corporation, be like, come and work for us.
Yeah.
Rule the universe with us.
And then he just
like,
slices their heads off.
You're a demigod. You can do it. And it's just like constant like finger to him.
Right, okay.
Out comes the blade from the wrist.
Right.
So I think that is strength of character.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if the thing about a character like this is that he's birthed at a stage where he is what he's going to be.
Okay.
He's a demigod from the moment you start playing him.
Right.
He's not a teenage Link that goes on this huge adventure and gets the Master Sword. You know, he's like the fucking Doomslayer from minute one, and that's how he finishes.
Okay.
But there's strength of character there. He tries to sacrifice himself multiple times. He rejects offers to kind of join the dark side, if you will.
All right.
So I chose. That's
feel
why
like-
I gave it a
alright.
9. I don't think it's the most flawless pillar in this
So,
game.
I mean, would you say he doesn't develop per se, but it's such a strong character that it deserves a high rating?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I think Doom
And I
Guy
think
is
also-
undeniably, like, you know, I think his level of sort of celebrity is going sort of a little bit beyond the world of the game that he's in. Like, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, you scroll social media and you've got Master Chief versus Doom Guy. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a level of celebrity he's gaining.
Definitely. But I also think character, like the build, carries this pillar a lot as well.
Okay,
Like,
all right. So you gave it strong, 7.5.
I gave it a
All right.
9.
Oh, 9. Oh, sorry.
Storyline got 7.5.
Right, my apologies. Okay, 9. So yeah, okay, and then loot and extras.
Loot and extras I really enjoyed as well. They have a pretty basic map mechanism in this game.
Yeah.
But it does kind of show you, as long as you unlock certain abilities, it can show you where different things are. And there are a number of different things happening in this loot and extra spot. There's like demon hearts that you can go in and it takes you to a sub level. And if you
Yeah.
complete that sub level, you get upgrade points, like different things like that.
Yeah.
But there's also mini Doom guys scattered
Yes,
across the
I
maps that
remember
you
this,
can collect. There's also tokens that you can use. You
yeah.
can eventually like unlock different guns. The loot and extras for me actually got me a little hooked. Like
Okay.
really got me a little hooked. I became a bit of a Doom nerd, to be honest.
So with the because from my memory, like as you were saying just then, there's certain parts of the level that open up. You know, if you replay them and you go back and you've now got the grapple hook.
Yeah.
So is the best way to play Doom go through the game, just experiencing it as it is, and then if you want to be a collectible hunter, go back and then do the additional subterranean
Great question.
extras.
I don't think Doom Eternal is a game you can enjoy in a new game +1. I would say my advice to someone that's played these last two Dooms and enjoyed them is do it all in your first run through. Because
I mean, can you if you need certain things to get certain places? Doesn't that force you to go back and do parts you've
no, you
already
don't
been
really
through?
need certain things to get certain places.
Oh, okay.
It's all unlocked by the point that you
get there. Oh, okay. Sorry, my
so
apologies. Sorry.
it's actually that's right. You can 100% this game on the first run through. You'd be lucky
right,
to.
okay.
Like there does get to a point where you're like, oh, that's what that is, and you look back and you may have missed one
And
or
you've
two,
missed it,
right? But it's like actually, it's just a token here or there. It's not like
The be
it's
all
not like
end
I'm missing
all.
out on my platinum achievement.
Yeah,
here.
fair. Okay.
So, but like all those, they're all kind of placed on the map. Just how they're placed on the map and the level of kind of insight it gives to you as to where it is on the map can change based on the abilities and upgrades.
Gotcha. Oh.
But you can still view them on the map the entire time. And if you go looking for them, that can be a bit of a treasure hunt, bit of an Easter egg hunt, which is good fun. So like loot and extras, I think done because it is a linear game, that is something to consider as well about these games. It's not open world.
Yeah.
There's, it's very much like Wukong in terms of, think of Wukong with the map, linear kind of areas, but with a few variations that you can find.
Yeah.
But in terms of how they rolled out the loot and extras, fantastic. I gave it a 9.
Okay. All right.
Like this
so
is
that's
a well-rounded
strong
game.
marks.
Incredible. No bugs, which is another thing that we don't mention enough. No bugs.
Well, I think it's part of the course now. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
just
I'm not giving you
plays.
points or taking away. Well, I'm not giving you points if there's no bugs, but I'm certainly taking away points if there's fucking bugs.
It just shows. It just speaks to a developer that wasn't ready, a game that wasn't ready, something that was rushed.
Shadow of the Chernobyl, like Stalker 2 just came out, apparently rife with bugs.
Yeah.
I saw a review of it basically being like, it's a great game, but let him fix it first.
The amount of reviews I read that are like, this will be a great game, but give it 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if I'll know about it in 2 years.
Nah, I mean, like, look at Cyberpunk. If they didn't continue working on it, look at your favorite
that's
one.
true.
What's that other one that
Outer
you
Wilds?
play? Not Outer
Oh,
Wilds.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Those are the two pinups of like poor delivery, but then worked on and improved over time.
Yeah, so true.
So a strong one for Doomy.
I mean, it was one of those things where I was like, when I was thinking about reviewing it, I was like, this would be an 8 or something around there. But then when I got into the pillars and actually thought back, and it was just like this, like feel the mechanics, for example, I was like, that's a 10. I just remember it being so beautiful.
Smooth, okay.
It plays so well. And then by the end of the review, by the end of going down the review matrix, I was trying to take off points.
Yeah, fair.
Because it actually plays better than your experience with it, if that makes sense. But it came in at a 9.1 out of 10, which is fully deserved. This is a fucking well-polished game with a really good character, really great weapons. It encapsulates linear gaming incredibly well. It keeps you entertained. It's challenging. Fair. It gives you options and autonomy. And it's just like you could sit down, play Doom, and anyone could enjoy it. Just be ready for a really intense gaming experience. That is one thing I say, because it is very
like
it's
very
very
metal
fast-paced.
and like super intense.
Yeah. Even the soundtrack is insane heavy metal.
Well, I'll add it to the list, the long
I've been
list.
saying that for about 4 years.
Well, I did give it a go, and then I sort of, I don't know, I did stick with it for whatever reason. It kind of annoyed me.
If you're not a Doom gamer review, or you've never enjoyed them, or you've never heard of them,
I guess that
Slaying
was,
Demons isn't your thing. When you're between games, it would be a
good
perfect
one,
game.
I
Where
think
you're not looking for a game to blow your socks up. You're like, what could I dig my teeth into? Doom should be right.
I think the
there
reason
for
why I dropped it was that because I was such a collector head, it annoyed me that I was not kind of going at the pace the game was offering me, and I was kind of like trying to search down every little nook and cranny and not just kind of experiencing it.
Yeah.
So that's sort of why I was asking, is it worth kind of just playing through experiencing it, then go back and try and find the fucking collectibles? But whatever, I'll give it another go. It probably deserves it. I'm just being weird with my collector head loot sessions with Guy.
Maybe scrap sessions.
Scrap sessions. Did you do your fucking homework?
I didn't. I'm so sorry. I
Because
think
you
it's just because
messaged me saying I'm going to watch fucking Doom, and you didn't.
I know,
and did I waste 2 hours of my life watching Assassin's Creed? Of
Mate,
course I fucking did.
I got my subscription to Crunchyroll back.
What is Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll's the platform. Crunchyroll's the streaming platform that has all the anime.
Sponsor us. Crunchyroll.
That has all the anime, like OG Dragon Ball Z. And I'm just so obsessed with rewatching Dragon Ball Z right now. I'm like 60 episodes in.
Okay, that's fantastic.
I think Dwayne The Rock Johnson is just so...
We have talked about this too many times for you to, again, not have seen it when we're recording, and you review Doom. Geez.
I'll tell you what.
I
start playing
watched
Doom
Assassin's
this week...
Creed. I watched Assassin's Creed.
Hang on, before
I
you
did my
that,
fucking homework.
If you start playing Doom this week...
I'm trying to fucking finish Act 1 of Ghost of Tsushima in the minute, just to get to the DLC. I'm so angry. I've got to fucking replay it.
I won't watch it. I'll watch it with MJ tomorrow.
Do it. Tell it's your homework. I want to hear
a
movie review from you and MJ.
Okay.
You could do your
I was never good with homework. We need to call it something else.
Oh, I know you were. Do a Wednesday rap.
Fuck you. Not even the same class as me, you knob. You weren't there for 2 years of my school
You give off vibes of, I didn't do my homework.
Fucking oath I did. Look at me. I work in sales and I was shaved and I played footy for 20 years. That's all I did.
You gave up the dog ate my homework vibes. So
I just didn't rock up to class if I didn't do my homework.
Wednesday rap, you and MJ, you got to send me a video note of it. So I watched Assassin's Creed, and you are right. I don't think it deserved a 5.4.
Right.
I think it probably deserved more than that. I'll give you credit there. It still was not...
No, it's not a headliner. No.
Like, it's so interesting to make a movie of that nature with that all-star cast where you have the world of Assassin's Creed to pull from, and you decide you're going to make an original story in it and not use Desmond Miles, not use the same Animus setup, and have it more as this... fucking thing that hooks into his back and then flies him around, and there's all these shadows kind of thing. It was just, I don't know, and like the whole color palette, like really dark.
I was going to say that
like,
well, I think like it made me reflect on when I hear that a game's going to become a movie.
Yeah.
It made me realize that I want the game to be represented in that movie, not the idea. Because when the idea is represented in that movie, it never does well. Like, look at the Halo TV show. Look at Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's the idea. But really what you discover when playing games is how much you fall in love with the characters, how much you fall in love with the acts of service that they do.
Yeah. It's
and things like that.
I just don't get it why Hollywood, like, talking about Gladiator 2 earlier, all these various like adaptations where they go, we're going to go our own way. We're going to create a unique story, slightly different to the games, so that for whatever reason they I don't know why they decided. There's a bunch of studio execs in a room who make up a fucking decision, and you've got all the diehard fans fans who are going to watch your show. Your show lives and breathes off your diehard fans telling their friends and family going, this show's good. Because back in the day when we used to fucking play Halo, we would go, that was sick. When the Halo rings fired, when the Covenant rolled in, when the Flood rolled in, you're like, that is some of the best gaming ever.
Think of Reach, where his demise.
And you're
like ODST. Do you remember that fucking
so
game?
Good. Like friends would be sitting around having a beer talking about how fucking crazy those moments were. And if you weren't a gamer and you'd hear these stories, like you'd be like, that sounds really exciting. Like I want to do that, but I'm not a gamer. So you'd be like, read the fucking books. You're like, they're just as fucking good. And then you've got the opportunity and the money to put it out in a fucking TV show and you flop it. You fucking flop it. You don't nail the landing. You could literally, it's one of those situations where it's take the fucking game scene by scene and film it. You would print money. Yeah. I just don't understand why they fucking do it this way.
Also, for me, Assassin's Creed, you went the wrong way with it. You went the Animus modern day way with it. Whereas actually, yes, okay, Desmond and what that fucking organization is doing is a big part of the storyline. Yeah. But the actual story are the assassins. Like that you play, even when you play the game, 98% of it is the assassins. I would have done this. I would have done it a two-parter, part 1, part 2. It starts off Altair as a boy and how he becomes an assassin. Yeah. And then one day he's halfway through a mission for the assassin and he wakes up as Desmond or Fassbender.
That's
in
good.
The Animus,
that's fucking
locked
good.
Up, and you're left with questions. Someone that didn't play the game.
Think about how many people were sitting there watching it going, I thought I was watching, and all the trailers is just fucking biblical, medieval stuff. And you're thinking it's a fucking historical film. Yeah. And then it's got Desmond going like, good.
And if you do it this way, you give
that's Westworld shit. I don't like it. It's all right.
But then you give the gamers the ability to live vicariously through Altair in the movie.
Yeah.
And then you give this, and then you kind of break that inertia of, there's the Animus. Actually, what's happening in modern day and how does that relate? And it's just... Yeah, I don't know.
I think that was... You're right. What they did was they reversed it in the movie because in the games it was like the core of it was Altair and Ezio and playing that, running the rooftops, all the rest of it. And to break it up, you would go into a Desmond storyline and you'd have a slow-paced fucking him whining to the misso and them getting caught by Abstergo, and it was never all that exciting. Yeah. He was never killing people or fucking running around slicing and dicing. That's the gear shift of them creating the world and the story. In the movie, it's all about Michael Fassbender. Yeah. And the apple of Eden and like sort of the genetic code in it. But like in the games, the apple of Eden was like controlling people's minds and stuff. It was like, I don't know.
And don't forget that it takes them. I haven't played all the Assassin's Creeds, but I did play the first. I did play the first 3, and I don't even. Oh, maybe it was the first one you get introduced to the apple of Eden. But anyway, they don't find the apple in modern day. I don't think ever. Or
it takes a long time. Yeah.
Yet in the movie, we're finding it in an hour and a half.
I know, yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Like Christopher Columbus.
Like, I feel like if you're making a movie, don't underestimate the power of mystery.
Yeah.
Like... That show that we were talking about not too long ago, the door show, where he's going through the doors and the machine in the Cubex and he's fucking what's
that
it
one's
called?
So good.
You're in the dark as a viewer for 8 episodes. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
Good show. God, I wish I remember the name of it.
But you're kept in
Dark Matter.
Well done. You're engrossed by the mystery.
It's fantastic.
It's like with the Assassin's Creed, it doesn't have to be so transparent.
Yeah.
Make it a story about a boy that becomes assassin and then throw in the fucking...
Mate...
the Animus later on.
If you nail the first one, you had a whole universe that you could have built out. You could have fucking, avenged the whole shit of it, and then brought in Ezio, and then gone 100%. The Norse one. Like some of these gaming things, they are ways to print money, and like. Until they actually start nailing it. And I feel like only recently are we starting to maybe get a few good ones. But like for every good gaming adaptation movie or TV show, there's another fucking 6 they send out. It's a shit one. Yeah. Like Borderlands movie. Why'd you fuck that one up for?
Yeah.
Like that's like it was such the games have
leave if you know what fucking actually leave them alone for a bit. I don't want to hear another thing coming out.
Hire people who actually enjoy the games.
Gamers for gamers.
Allow them
yeah.
to, there's plenty of them out there, and then give them the money and the support and the studio to back them in to actually to honor the purity of the game it is, and then you will have the fan base by automatic because they enjoy the fucking games.
Or at least have a lead actor that appreciates the lore.
Yeah.
Like, what was his name? Superman. Fuck, we always forget his
Every time. I know. We all know. We've said it before.
I almost had it. Anyway, the way he
no idea.
the appreciation that he had for The Witcher, we all know who we're talking about. I fucking right on the edge of my tongue. I watched him as The Witcher because he played the character well, which is the character you fall in love with, the relationships he had with everyone. I thought he did.
Yeah.
I thought he did. And whilst he was there, he clearly kept that storyline on track of we kill monsters.
But look what happened. You go like, look, it wouldn't have happened this way. And the studio goes, well, we're doing it this way because it's cheaper. And you're like, so we're not going to take the extra time to shoot a couple more things to give the context of why this happens. You're just cutting it at the knees because it's cheaper and the money's.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you're just after a 30% cash grab.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that's
what
if you actually
all
made
it really is.
What if you actually made it properly?
Yeah.
And as you said, you'd fucking print money.
I mean, like Borderlands could have been a Deadpool-esque kind of stylization of, instead of it being the tongue-in-cheek for a superhero kind of thing, it's the tongue-in-cheek of what happens with the NRA capitalist Uber craziness, because that's what the games are all about.
Yeah, 100%.
They're all about gun companies kind of taking over planets and it being like, humans are commodities. Like, and they could have done so much sort of tongue in cheek, but the humor in Borderlands 1 is fantastic. But anyway, fuck, we should Dark Matter as a TV show recommendation on Apple, worth the watch. Very good.
Here's a question to our viewers. We've been doing the game reviews are here to stay. The rants, the party ups, the reviews, they're all here to stay. We are the Evening Gamer. But if you would like to hear more about TV shows and movies that we've watched, and like especially like this, like that was a good discussion about Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, true.
Happy to do another subcategory. What are we calling this?
Yeah, well, like we're just recommendations. What are we watching at the moment? What movies, TV shows are coming out? Because I mean, it's
more of a general chit chat episode thing outside of the
less than a hard. Let's go through the pillars of the thing. Did we like it? Didn't we like it? Why didn't we like it? Question from a hat for you.
Yeah, go on, hit me.
What is the best?
I'm sweating up a pool.
Oh, me too, I know. What is the best ex-wrestler who's done film?
John Cena.
You're so confident on an answer, and I feel like you're so wrong.
I'm so right.
He's a close second.
Have you seen him in Ricky Stenicki?
I have watched half of that. I don't know.
Is it Ricky Stenicki? I think I got that
Ricky
right.
Stenicki or so. Yeah. I have watched half of that.
Zac Efron,
I have watched half
Botox,
of that. I've seen John Cena in a bunch of
face.
things. I saw him in Peacemaker. I watched a fair bit of that. So yeah, don't get me
He's
wrong.
the best.
He's good. But do you know who's better? Dave Bautista. And the reason why I'm saying that is he's got more range than John Cena. John
Probably
Cena
has more range.
More range.
But I feel like it's a jack of all trades versus a master of some.
Nah, because I reckon Dave Bautista, and I'm not disagreeing with you on that, because John Cena plays himself very well of that clumsy, buffoony, hard man, big guy kind of
I don't know. He plays a really charismatic character.
I mean, he's got charisma. He's got charisma as well, no doubt. That's part of his whole shtick. But
I just think he's a legend as well.
He is a legend. He's the same guy in anything you put him in.
Yeah.
And that to me is where an actor kind of, it's like The Rock. He plays the same guy in every fucking thing he's been in.
Yeah.
We just like John Cena more because it's not the fucking Rock. But then Dave Bautista, look at him in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then look at him in Dune.
Okay. To be fair,
such range.
I've actually never seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Any of them.
Is that the Groot kid?
And you haven't seen Ant-Man. Like, have you been living under a rock for the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe? The whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, that whole...
But I don't want to see Paul Rudd in a suit.
No,
Talk about range.
To be honest, like, you can skip some of these fucking ones. But, like, when they get to Avengers Endgame, like, the build-up to that they did, like, that is... Talking about printing money.
I got some watching to do.
Talking about printing money, that build up they did from Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, they did all these movies. Some of them are dog shit, no doubt. But when they get to the Avengers and they do part 1, part 2, that is a cinema landmark that will last the test of time. Like, that was such a fucking good build up and payoff to the audience. Every single person, that's what Marvel often does really well. Goes, the audience wants to see 3 Spider-Man and get Tobey Maguire, the other knob, and the more recent knob. I got both those names. I only remember the OG.
Oh, I love Tobey Maguire.
Got the payoff though, and like
absolute legend.
even in Australia, where we don't respond to watching cinema, like we all sit there silently. There'll be a few laughs at a couple of the gags, but that's it. When I went and watched fucking Spider-Man, if somebody's chewing too loudly, you're like, shut the fuck up. When I watched that movie and Tobey Maguire comes out and Andrew Garfield comes out,
Andrew Garfield,
like
that's it.
the people like borderline clapping.
Tom Holland.
There you go. They were borderline clapping in the stands. Like when Andrew Garfield saves MJ and she's about to die the same way that his MJ died, or whatever chick he was dating in his ones, and he saves her. It's like, honestly, like everybody watching it who knew the correlation was like, that's fucking sick.
And that's what I loved about those Spider-Man. It's exactly what we just spoke about in terms of doing it justice. Having the nostalgia, having the callbacks, doing it well.
It's not fucking hard.
It's not
like
I'm sure it's hard, but it's not hard to have an idea.
Bringing back Blade, Elektra, the Fantastic Four guy. Like, that's just fucking good cinema. God. Just fuck you, Hollywood.
Yeah, you dicks.
I know. Why are you going to
John
ruin
Cena
everything?
all the way, though.
Nah, Dave Bautista.
Whatever.
Anyway, thanks for listening to Ep 33.
Yeah, we've almost spoken for an hour today.
Good app. And we had the whole cut in of the Gladiator review.
So good.
Hope you enjoyed it. And are we doing one more before Christmas break?
Yeah, we'll do one more before Christmas.
More before Christmas break.
I reckon we make it a rant chit chat.
Yeah, a wrap up of the year. We kind of did the Game of the Year award, but we'll do a wrap up.
Yeah, well, hopefully Game of the Year will be decided by then. When does it come out?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
We should probably know that.
Don't be an NPC.
And keep leveling up, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.